That's horrible. That really just tells you everything. That's a good metaphor for the game right now, James, because it does feel like they're playing blind against G2.
I love the setup in Connector. Something I've wanted to see as well is an AWP looking towards Party, standing on the shelves, while you have a second player focusing on the Connector position itself. Nice. Works very well for G2 in that round. 10-1. We're back at the horse racing odds. And Vega Squadron's horse looks Lipdan and may have to be put down. They have got some rifles, but they have very minimal grenades, and they will make the best of it by rushing straight into the B-bomb site. There are flashbangs, but it's a team that's getting the kill so far, but look at them raining in the CTs. Apex cleaning things out, and that round is done just like that.
I was looking at that and I'm like, whoa, body's dead immediately. MBK did very well to get one kill, being completely blinded. They're going to lose the bomb site, maybe there's a chance. But then after the flashbang's gone, you see that Apex has 4 kills. So let's have a look here. Apex's perspective, just erasing them one by one. Oh my god, it is crazy.
There is no god, Dan. There is no god. There's only G2.
Everyone's firing off on G2. This is amazing. And this is one of the things as well that people would say about G2 is that, you know, Apex's inconsistency, you know, maybe the inconsistency from Kenny or Shox, and just generally that's something that plagues them. And if everyone turns up, they win tournaments. That's the form they're showing against Vega at the moment. And you got to respect as well, they're anticipating what Vega are doing. I don't think they've ever run exactly. He has to take down the Guardian, but the Guardian will be successful. G2 12 rounds, Vega Squadron 1.
The edge shots, even from Vega Squadron, but not enough to win a round. Not enough. 12-1. Full buy from Vega Squadron, 4 AKs, JR with the AWP. Vega Squadron don't have all the kills in the world at the moment, nor do they have the rounds. But maybe that will change in round number 14. Once again, Shox is in Connector. Kashanda may look for him a bit later on. Chopper has made his way through short B and picked off Body, who was boosted, I think, by Apex. So there's an early frag, but can they capitalize on this?
And Kenny's might be in a predicament here because you can see he's quite paranoid of potential for players to come up towards the Party area, take him down, but he can rely upon Shox to keep him safe. The rifle support, Kenny is holding the back, but they're also now going to be aware that with their presence spotted 2 players in Connector, that they can just leave that A is open. But this is an oversight here for Vega, because now they, I mean, okay, sure, you've got the A bomb site potentially, but you need to bring the bomb with you, and Shox is going to just annihilate any chances in this round.
I'm not sure if Shox actually saw the bomb.
Well,
he ran past it, but I don't think he necessarily saw it. But someone must have seen it on the radar, surely. That is so weird.
I don't know if Vega Squadron saw it because they just left it there. To be honest, the team was moving on without it. Oh my.
I don't think he saw it.
Oh, okay, well this is getting interesting. Despite that, what a weird round. Despite that, still, Vega are making the frags happen. So, MBK, 1v3, do you fancy it, James?
I'm still processing the bomb thing, but
I know, I know, right?
NBK should hear the footsteps of Chopper, but it is dangerous. Everything's dangerous for NBK at this point. That's a lovely burst, isn't it? Let's be honest, it's a lovely burst. Let's not lie to ourselves. 1 versus 2 for NBK. He's on the wrong bomb site, and both players are around the connector position. He will be heard. Gambles must be taken, trying to speed up the stairs. Free frag for Mir. Round number 2 for Vega Squadron.
The 2 rounds they've won, I don't know, like, it's kind of hard to really put your finger on it. I mean, the first round they won looked more like a real round. I mean, this round was just very weird. Obviously, as you say, you know, Shox, they hold on to Connector, and it's kind of crazy that he decided to push that position because they're in a spot where they do have advantage. I think the reason is mostly just due to the fact that they are like, hey, we've given up A-long completely. We can't rotate out of this position, so we have to just push forwards with 1 player. So that made sense, but then it got very weird very quick. But they have unlimited money, so it's looking for a quick one. Won't get it, though. He does get tagged down to 19. That's going to be Kenny S back towards A.
After Chopper's pick towards short B, there's been a push in short B from Apex and Body, and this time Chopper, he keeps changing the scenario there, the established information, and that forces G2 to force their way back into B, as you just saw. And now Chopper's gone around. Chopper is making a nuisance of himself in the last round, but is it too little too late? The score, after all, is 2-12 in favor of Vega's opponents.
Holding steady at the moment. It's actually just Shocks here towards the A site. Everybody else sort of rallying and gambling towards B. Although Shocks is in a good position to potentially get some information and slow players down. He does not have any smokes though. A smoke would go a really long way in sort of delaying Vega and allowing him to get some more teammates onto the bomb site of A before they're able to push onto it, but that's not the case.
Сейчас 5 минут и начнем.
He possibly can. Falling back might be quite difficult once he is spotted. There's a multitude of Molotovs ready for him, but looks like we're going to get the split from A long, mostly. 2 players here towards toilets. Shock should hear everything, surely. There's the rotation now.
1 player past Shocks, 1 player in front. Oh, he loses to Jewel as well. Kenny and Body at the back of the site, trying to get into position. Flashbang to buy time. And there is Kenny. No trades to these kills. Finally, Kenny goes down. And Body almost in stereo fashion. Apex 1 versus 3. Can he rack up some more? Trying to advance as quick as he can. Goes for the 180, but nothing doing. Vega Squadron get a 3rd round on the board.
Very rough game for them, though. And, you know, credit to G2. Everybody firing off. Great positioning, great mix-ups on their setups across the map. Good aggressions. Always trying to anticipate Vega Squadron. And it was hard for Vega Squadron to really get ahead. We only really saw it come out of just making some individual plays work. And they have only 3 rounds. So pistol round obviously a must. It's going to be tough though. What is G2 going to choose?
Chopper's got the most forward spawn on Vega Squadron, so I do wonder if we will see him going for a pick towards the, or beyond the fountain position. G2 look ready. The freeze time is on 10. We will soon be into the pistol round. JR with a smoke grenade. Hutchie's been made raid boss. He's got a CZ, so I do wonder where he will be headed. Is he going to be making a play towards B? Will it be towards short B? It is towards B with Hutchie. So he's going somewhere with the CZ, maybe looking for a monster push. In the meantime, Chopper and Kashanda are looking towards Fountain, but it is going to be B plane. Hutchie's there on his own with the CZ. Better be the best CZ of all time, but it's not. Just the 1 kill instantly traded and nobody else is there.
Did very good damage to MBK as well. Maybe there's opportunity in that. Shocks, though, looking to hold on to the Suez position. Good spot. Oh, that's a nice tap. Very patient from Shocks. Looking for 2. It will only be 1, though, but the info is there for his team as they look to hold on to the bomb plant. MBK for the investigation, but they'll make their way as 3 through the monster tunnel onto the site as the bomb ticks away. Apex will get the info and the flank from the weak player. This could be the game-changing move, but it's very hard to get that consistency from that Glock. NBK, what will he get from this? Has to get the diffuser. That's beautiful. How much time did he save, though? Not enough, I don't think.
Looks like Vega Squadron have survived a very early bath. But let's see. It's a French team. Well, I was going to say will there be a force buy, but hopefully not, because the AKs are not far away for G2.
Yeah, I don't think they will. There's no need. And hopefully, you know, considering again sort of that mentality that we saw earlier where they're like, hey, there's 4 of us left alive, but our positioning is awful for this retake, so we're just going to hold Brexits and save the guns into the next round. Like that kind of discipline from G2 suggests that they're really...
Ну чё? Пробуем. Окей, ясно. Походу в основном. Так. Так, а что у нас тут еще добавить? Browser source. Жизнь. Ладно, потом разберусь. Ваша игра готова, и мы зависли.
Ой, мамонька.
Блять, он белый, да? А что надо сделать? А вот все. Моя ляпа.
Вот уже на руках ему нравится. Ой, ты что удаляешься? Что тут?
Все.
Вот.
Ну, она у меня зависла. Короче.
Сюда хотел. Аж головка выворачивается. Что такое-то? Что такое? Что ты видишь? Что ты видишь?
Окей.
Что ты видишь? Вот так вот. Папа носит. Ну,
Эй, бот. А, это еще этот.
вот так.
Тырым-тырым-пырымпа.
Ну так головку выворачивается. Что ты там такой?
Разминочка. Тра-та-та-та-та. А, это опять эта карта. Че, доводим? Да, флешки не для меня. Ляпа-ляпа. А у кого глазки красненькие?
We're in the clear. Counter-terrorists win. Throwing flashbang. Area secure.
To mid, to mid.
Terrorists win. These fellas are gonna regret waking up this morning. Decoys out. Flashbang. Bomb has been planted. Terrorists win. Move! Throwing smoke. Status. Deploying flashbang. Has 3 left. Counter-terrorists win. Gear up. We're going in. Need support. Flashbang. Need backup. Grenade out. Laying down smoke. I'll make it 3 to go. Throwing a grenade. Throwing a grenade. Throwing flashbang. Smoke. Deploying flashbang. Flashbang. Counter-terrorists win. Go, go, go. Throwing fire. Grenade out. Grenade. Throwing smoke. Back alley. Throwing flashbang.
To meet.
Terrorists win. Come on, chop, chop. Decoy. Grenade out. Deploying flashbang. Flashbang. Bomb carrier down.
Man.
Come on, chop, chop. Throwing flashbang. Deploying flashbang. Laying down smoke. Throwing flashbang. Grenade. Flashbang. Terrorists win. Let's go. Smoke. Deploying decoy. Incendiary out. Deploying flashbang. Incendiary.
Ёп.
I need your help. Throwing a grenade. Counter-terrorists win. Move it, move it. Decoy. Throwing smoke. I see the bomb cut. We're on. In position. No, sir. Two fellas left. Counter-terrorists win. Move it, son. Laying down smoke. We're in the clear. They're entering. Terrorists win. Go, go, go. Need support now. Clear. Terrorists win. go. Move, my friend. I can see them. Counter-terrorists win. Let us be quick. Very nice. Planted. They are down to two. Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win. Move it, move it. Lead the way. Very good. No one here. Grenade! That makes two left. I am planting the bomb. Bomb has been planted. Only one that still opposes us. Terrorists win. It is going to explode. Let's go. friends. I am blind. I am planting the bomb. Bomb has been planted. Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win. Let's go, let's go. You lead the way. I am setting the bomb. Bomb has been planted. Get ready, get ready. Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win. They shall regret this day. Grenade! They are not here.
Take bomb to the A.
Terrorists win. planting. Bomb has been planted. Blitz distintos, Addison. Grenade out! All clear. Grenade! I am planting the bomb. Bomb has been planted. Terrorists win. May we be safe from evil. Flashbang! No one here. Makes two left. Grenade! I am planting the bomb. Bomb has been planted. Terrorists win. Remember these things, my friends. We are going to do.
Through the smoke, there's only 20 seconds left. He's got to get in before the other CT rotates. Looking around the pillar, and the bait is unbelievable. Running out of bullets, so he's got 7 bullets left in the AK. Looking for the headshot, please. Running out the CZ. Somehow he gets it out. How is it still going on? Kenny just dancing around, chocks in the smoke, and we are going to overtime. Holy potatoes.
What the hell's going on? Now just Chopper, and one by one they will be taken down. G2 somehow save.
yeah, we just realized that they were pretty weak on A, and so we just made some simple executes, 5 of
Пять
us,
минут
just kind of
перекур.
old Envy style, when we were just like trying to go through them and plan the bomb and win the after plan. And that's what we did for the 3 rounds we won. And then in overtime, I think that's where things changed, where we have a bit more experience. We just stayed cool and focused. And we got the rounds one after the other, although they were quite tight, all of them. But one headshot after the other, it went pretty good.
Well, now with this win, you're going to be headed into the group stage next week. A lot of great teams waiting you guys. So are there any teams that you're looking forward to playing, or are there teams you want to avoid?
I was really looking forward to seeing how 100 Thieves was going to play. Sadly, they won't be able to be here. I mean, specific teams, not really, because at that point, it's going to be quite hard to just make it through other groups to the playoffs. And we've been struggling with that for the past 2 years or so. So, I mean, our very first goal is just going to be to go through and go 3-2, 3-1, 3-0. It doesn't really matter. But, I mean, we feel pretty confident right now, though we messed up some sides against Flash first half and this game second half. But, I mean, we have resilience now, and so we know how to stay calm, and that's what we do to grind those games back and actually take the win.
Well, I'm sure your fans are happy to see the result, and congratulations again to you and the team. Richard, back to you.
Yeah, thanks very much. Holy potatoes indeed.
Absolutely.
What a crazy game. And it looked so easy for G2 initially. I mean, you're calling 12-3 the comeback score. It certainly seems to be the way this major. I mean, what an insane game. We haven't got time to break down it all, but just throw it all up there.
I mean, first and foremost, yeah, credit to Vega. I knew they were going to struggle on the T side, specifically against G2 and the firepower they have, and I'm more impressed by how well they played CT side. I talked a little bit about whether the aggression was going to be predictable. Look, you can't deny how committed this Vega team is, and it shows that they played together for a while because their timings were perfect with flashes, even when they were in the depths of their own site. And look, when they went aggressive, they sent so many guys forward that Henry would say that it looked like G2 was probably playing tennis with a baguette at that point.
I did say that in the green room. And one thing I wanted to say as well, one player that really stood out for me, especially on the Vegas squad, the CT side, was JR. That guy was absolutely filthy. I think we have to start calling him Johnny Rotten at this point. It's just too much to handle. Every position he wants to go towards, he's pushing the choke points, finding the opening picks, and it's making the T side an absolute nightmare for the opposition.
So it goes to overtime, and look, G2, they were sort of capitulating a little bit. Got to get, look, you can see the relief on Apex's face there. You've got to give them credit for sort of just being able to reset and come back, because we've seen very good teams lose from that position.
Yeah, I think a couple things happened. First off, G2 knew kind of what they had to do. They had to get more aggressive. They had to find the opening picks. They had to be assertive in getting map control because, like I said, the aggression was so strong from Vegas, sending 3 players toward bathrooms at time, and they were trading so effectively that G2 was almost caught resting a little bit, similar to what FaZe had going on Inferno. So, yeah, I think just being able to play more fearless and with more confidence. Also, starting off with an economic reset helps too. Now, I know the T side, you can still build it up, so that doesn't amount to all the losses they had in regulation, but it certainly helps to reset it, going straight in, full mentality, full confidence.
That's got to be the game of the tournament so far. That was absolutely fantastic. After that Sprout game we had before, it felt like a similar scenario. They were 10-1 down. I thought, well, unfortunately, this won't live up to the hype, but it certainly delivers in the end. That was fantastic.
And just some final thoughts about Vega. Obviously, still in the tournament, of course. I mean,
they're going to make it to the final 16. Absolutely. They're going to do this now. Yeah, I'm really impressed with what they're doing. The mental stability they've got to actually make it through and get back into that sort of game and take it to overtime. That's fantastic. They're taking out FaZe. They're G2 on the ropes. They're making it.
Okay, well, there you go. You heard it from Henry G. Let's have a look at the standings. G2 fans, get this framed, get it pinned to your fridge. There it is, 3-0, right at the top. They have done it. So something for French fans to cheer about. Plenty more games to come over the course of the day. And first, we've got an interview with Nifty from Renegades.
Hey Nifty, now that it's day 3 and the team has played a few games, as in-game leader, how happy are you overall with how the team's been performing so far?
I'm actually extremely happy. To what team we're playing today, I really just see it as just another team. So just another blockade in our way, and we just got to punch through it, and that's all.
And speaking of other teams, we've seen some teams underperform and some do really well. So out of all the teams, who's impressed you the most so far?
Well, I think the same as most people. I think they would say Vegas Squadron, but it's just a weird situation with them. I mean, they've been playing well, so you can't really take anything away from them. But I mean, also C9's looking good. So.
Well, up next, you're going to be going up against Team Liquid, a team that you faced several times towards the end of last year. However, this time with Zeus as a stand-in as well as in-game leading, did it change how you prepared for this match?
Well, it is weird when we were actually spending time studying them. because they don't have that many games played with Zeus, just a few from like Pro League, but other than that, it's always weird because you never know if they want to change up some spots or what it's like, because Nitro was calling back then and now it's Zeus, so it could be different in so many ways. So really, we're just going to stay focused on our own game and stick to our own thing and just funnel through with that.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Noah, and best of luck.
So, Henry, while a clip of you tripping on stage goes viral...
Oh, that didn't get captured.
I'm afraid it did. The question is, are Renegades... Are Renegades going to trip up here against Team Liquid?
He didn't go all the way down. You caught yourself.
I really hurt my ankle there as well. I didn't want to make a big deal out of it. It's like really rolled my foot. Either